today's video, I'm going to take you to the Topoak awning. I'm going to tell you what I've learned after using it over a whole summer. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Stick around to the end. I'll give you my true opinion. Today I'm going to review the Topoak awning. I was kind of skeptical of this awning originally because it's price point, but it's really impressive. Check this out. Now, one of the first things I noticed about this awning whenever I got it was the parts. They were steel, they're made really well, and this is really cool. This is the way I cinch it up. I can take it straight to my roof rack, tighten it down, and we're good to go. Easy. The other thing I like about this is the way it fits up nice against the Topoak tent. With it being by the same brand, you can order the Topoak brackets with it. Now, they do not come with it, so you'll have to order those separately, but as you can see, it keeps it pretty snug to the tent. The other thing that's nice about it is whenever I have my topper open, my particular topper doesn't come close enough to the top. I have seen it a problem with some of the other ones I've seen where they adjust the brackets or they just move the tent back. The other neat feature I like about this, it comes with the lights already built in. So all you have to do is plug these in. Which is very simple. Longer one. It reaches all the way up here and plugs in. These are all barrel connectors. And now all I have to do is open this up. And I put a USB port here on the side where I can just plug this in. And we have light. Now, with it being daylight out now, I know it isn't real bright, but you can see the difference that the light makes. At nighttime, it is enough light to cook under, see what you're doing under. So at nighttime, have really good luck with this. Just a couple of hacks I've learned about this while camping with it. If we're just going to stop for lunch, we normally don't put these legs down. But if we're going to stay overnight, there's a chance of wind or rain, we always put the legs down. And they're very simple. All you have to do is unhook that. And they have like a stake in the bottom of them. So you can put that into the ground. You can lift this up, and wherever you hook it is how high it's going to be. You can see with these legs out, it makes it very more sturdy. You can even them up. Now, just a little tip, these do come with the steel stakes. But something we learned is if it's raining, the water pools up on this really bad. So pro tip, if you take this and you use your stake tie down, it will actually pull that down and it will keep the water off the roof. So as it's, or off the awning as it's raining, it will actually drain right off and we don't have any problems with it. So there's a few times that we didn't do that. We didn't stake it down. We just had the legs down and we noticed the water was pulling down and we had to actually push up on it to get the water off. But next time around, there's some wind coming through. So we went ahead and we staked it down and we noticed that as it was raining, the water was running straight off of it. So we weren't having to worry about it at that point. And the neat thing about this material that it comes with, it dries really quick and easy. So we've been really happy with this material. It sheeds the water really quickly and we just shake it out to actually dry it and store it back away. So overall, been really happy with the water repellent of the awning. And as long as you tie it down, you're not gonna have a problem with the water that collects up on top as it's raining. If you notice, there is a bag right here. This is where I actually keep the tie downs inside this bag along with the USB cable that powers the light. So I'll keep it in here. The stakes I normally keep inside the vehicle. I like to zip it to where it meets in the middle. All right, everyone, now for the good, the bad, and the ugly. When I first received the Topoak awning, I was a little skeptical anyway, because it was really reasonably priced. I've been around a lot of buddies that have it, that have just other awnings, but not the Topoak. And everything I saw in the ad checked all the boxes for what I was looking for in an awning, so that was really exciting to me. So we had an overlanding event coming up, and there was rain throughout the whole weekend in the forecast, and when it wasn't raining, it was supposed to be up in the upper 80s and 90s degrees. So I was excited to get the awning in, and I was just hoping it would get here in time, and it did. It got here the day before the overland rally that we're going to leave to. So we unpacked it. It was packed very well, and once we unpacked everything, I couldn't find the brackets that I had seen that attaches to the side of the Topoak tent and to the awning, making it really close to the tent, which I like that because I wanted the tent to be able to hug my vehicle. So we went through everything 3 or 4 times and never could find those brackets. The only brackets we could find were these, which, you know, with some time and some fabrication, I could have probably made these work, but I didn't have that time, and I really wanted that bracket that I've seen in other videos that attaches to the tent. So I contacted Topoak, and they explained that it is an extra feature. You have to order it separately, and it was going to take another 1 to 2 weeks for it to come in. So I was upset about that. It wasn't a really great first impression for me. But once it came in, we got it mounted up, and we left for another weekend, and yep, there was rain all weekend long. It was in the beginning of summer, late spring, and it rained all weekend, and the awning did just as well as all my buddies. The water was all gathered on top, and you would push up and it would let all the water out. And then we figured out we could tie it down to where the water would just naturally run off, and we didn't have to mess with it at all for the rest of the weekend. So I was really impressed with that feature of it. And it had all the extras that my buddies didn't have on their awnings. That was all an added feature for them. It came with the lights, it came with the stakes that go into the ground, it came with everything, and it even came with a hammer. And this is a really legit hammer. It's made out of aluminum, and you know, it's lightweight, but yet it has enough hammering and pulling force to do the job. And that was one of the things that impressed me about the product, was it had that. And then the stakes for it, they were all good stakes. They're metal stakes, and you know, they're well made. It wasn't some plastic thing or one of those cheap little wire looking stakes. And all the cordage was good. And I'll show you the other cordage that goes to each end of the awning to attach it to my Jeep. However, they're packed up in the awning, and it's really cold outside tonight, and I didn't want to undo everything. So I was very impressed with them. It's have the same cord, which is a heavy duty cord, but it had to where you could hook it with a fastener on it, and you're able to adjust the strength without it sliding. So once you pull it tight, it stays in that adjustment. So I was happy with that because it came with 2 of those, one for the front and back, and that was awesome. So overall, I would have to say I love this awning. It's been great. We got off to a rough start, but after we got over that hump, everything was good. So if you guys are planning on ordering it and you want it to attach to your tent, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to order the brackets at the same time, and you'll be happy that you did. Everything else has been fine. I haven't had to purchase anything extra, which is really neat. It's well made. I've snagged it on a lot of limbs while I've been out overlanding, and it's shown some wear and tear on it, but it hasn't ripped through yet. So I'm very impressed with that material as well. The zippers have held up. So overall, I would give this awning a very good rating. So if you do me a favor, like and subscribe my videos. It helps me out. And if you have any questions about it, leave them in the comments, and I'll answer any questions that you may have. And if you've had an experience with this awning as well, let me know about that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.